Well, it's overwhelming, really. I mean, it's always great to get an honor of any kind, but to get one from the people that grew up in the same place as I grew up, and to have people who were reading my work and they know the streets that I'm talking about, for example, or have the same high school rivalries that I did. It's really affirming in a different way. You can't bamboozle the people you grew up with. It was only a matter of time before poets took over. No, I'm kidding. No, it's great because poetry is always sort of the caboose of literature. It's the thing that is the hardest to understand in school. It's the thing that sort of is most condensed in its audience. The thing about poetry readers and writers they are elegant, really terrific, imaginative people who have decided that what they want to do is try to say something in a small space. That's the only difference, really, between the people who appreciate poetry and the people who won't get near it but will read the longest novel ever. It's a matter of concision. There are a lot of things that I want to be involved, a lot of discussions I want to be involved in. I try to be a learned and reasonable listener. I try to be someone who's coming to the moment with some kind of respect. And poetry is the one place where I feel like most free and most comfortable to express whatever it is that I've learned or whatever it is that I want to discuss. Poetry gives me that conduit. Maybe if I thought about it differently, I might write it in novels. But for me, I think about it in poems. And so it's less of a wanting to keep a momentum going or trying to figure out how to be a better artist and more a necessity. Like, this is the only way I know how to say things. And so if I don't say it this way, then I'm not going to say anything at all. Part of it is where I grew up, part of it is changing times. But I think that when I was coming up, I was a little bit more reticent to just affirm identity by saying, listen, I am a black man living in Indianapolis. Whatever that means. It's not that big of a deal to say. But when I was younger, things were so fraught and so complicated that I never felt comfortable just coming out and saying these kinds of things to people, saying, listen, I think about the world based on my experience of the world thinking about me. And they think about me as a black man, and I think about them as a black. So that very simple binary was something that I never felt comfortable having a conversation about until I started trying to, I first was trying to put it in rap lyrics, and that didn't work. But after that, putting it in poems. This was a place where I could try to, without filter, without hesitation or reservation, make statements about the world. So I'm going to borrow something that I heard today, which I thought was really perfect. And one of the people involved in the Mari Evans tribute said that Mari Evans once told her to keep writing. Keep writing. And she hadn't read her work, didn't know anything about it. She just said, keep writing. And I thought, my God, that's it. That is the secret to being a good writer. Keep writing. It's amazing how much writing and work can be done if you just keep doing it. It doesn't matter if someone says they don't like your poem or they don't like your story. You continue to do the work you need to do. And at some point, all of that breaks open and it doesn't matter anymore.